I've started the recording. Okay. Welcome all once again to this amazing profession of data science. You all will be exploring the subject data science using two amazing tools, mainly R and Python. And you will also be given exposure to a tool called Minitab. And Minitab is a tool which is used by 4,000 plus universities across the globe, and 90% of Fortune 100 companies use Minitab. So if you mention about Minitab, it'll be amazing. Yeah. Ganesh, just check with Ashish and the other people who are not able to hear me. Okay. Why R and why Python? Because these are fighting for the number one slot in data science. Sometimes R will be number one, sometimes Python. And these two tools are heavily used in data science, and these are the de facto tools in data science in the current world. You will also be exposed to another tool which is called as XLMiner. And I would say that this is de facto tool when it comes to forecasting. Be it sales forecasting or profits forecasting or weather forecasting or any forecasting, majority of the firms use XLMiner. So if you mention that you also have exposure towards XLMiner, it will be a blessing. It will add weightage to your profile. NodeXL, earlier it was open source, now they have made it commercial. Nevertheless, I will you know uh, take you all through the journey of NodeXL as well in a brief nutshell. Probably just for 2 hours we'll be speaking about NodeXL and a technique called as network analytics. Tableau is data visualization tool, and you will have separate 30 hours of instructor-led training on this as well. Okay, so in total it'll be for 120 hours our entire curriculum. In addition to this, you all will be provided free e-learning towards SAS base and Hadoop. These are not mandatory things. You need not mandatorily know these two aspects, but it is good to know. Given that context, roughly 50 hours of e-learning would be provided to you all. When you find free time, please go to that. XLMiner and Minitab are not open source, but we have a server. So these two are not open source. Minitab and XLMiner come for a cost. R, Python, it comes for free. NodeXL also, the basic version comes for free. Tableau public comes for free. Minitab and XLMiner, there is a trial period. However, post this trial, if you want to still use that, inform one of us at XLR Solutions, and we will be in a position to give you all access to a remote server so that you might practice. Okay, but it adds heavily to your profile when you say that you know all these tools. Okay, so that's me. People who want to see me, that's a little photo edited, okay, on Photoshop. I don't look that fair anyway. So that's my name. I'm an alumnus of IIT Hyderabad and Indian School of Business, and these are the bunch of certifications which I possess. Majorly, any data science project that you work on will be either in traditional project management methodology, right, which is PMP, basically traditional waterfall methodology. It's nothing but your software development life cycle, people who are from IT background. And now the world is moving towards agile methodology, right? Agile is another methodology to manage your project. I'm also risk management certified professional. All these three certifications I've done from PMI, Project Management Institute. From Scrum Alliance, I've done CSM and CSPO. certified Scrum Master, certified Scrum Product Owner. Scrum is another agile methodology, another way of managing projects. I've also done my Lean Six Sigma Green Black and Master Black Belt certification from RAB QSA. Now it's Exemplar Global. I'm also ITIL certified and I've done my Agile PM certification, that is Dynamic System Development Methodology attorney. That is also another project management methodology. But your area of focus probably could be in this because Six Sigma is all about statistics, using statistics to solve business problems. That's about the boring part of my certifications. And these are the bunch of companies that I work with. I've started off working with HSBC. Then I've joined ITC, Indian Tobacco Corporation. Then I've joined Infosys. And the last company with which I was associated as an employee was with Deloitte. Who am I? I'm a data scientist. What do? I do a lot of research in analytics, deep learning, Internet of Things, etc. Okay, that's enough of my introduction. Now let us get into what is data science, right? And why is there so much of demand for this profession called as data science? Now think about this. What has happened to the storage capacity? Right. Earlier, we used to have floppy disk. Can anyone tell me on what was the storage capacity of the floppy drive? Anyone? Floppy.
Maybe
Floppy disk.
3.5 KB.
Exactly. Yeah, it was minuscule. Even if I take the highest value which is given in the chat, probably it is 5 MB, but it is minuscule, right? And the durability of floppy drive, we all know. Yeah. The moment you load a file, take it to an internet center, it stops working. That is how pathetic the quality and the reliability of these devices were. Now, we have entered into a world where the storage capacity has increased multifold, right? We never thought that there will be mobile devices with 128 GB space. We never thought that there will be pen drives. Pen drives, such a small device which will capture terabytes of data. Now we have pen drives which can store 1 terabyte. Right, so the size has shrunk significantly, storage capacity has increased significantly, and the cost of these devices has dropped drastically. And thanks to cloud computing, thanks to cloud storage, the cost of storing your data is negligible. Yeah, and this is the reason why companies have started storing more and more data in less space. Okay, so think about this. Floppy drives, such a small drive, hardly reliable. Now we have micro SD cards, 512 GB, 1 terabyte, amazing, right? It will be size of your thumbnail basically. And this is data center. Traditional data centers have now been replaced with quantum computing. People who are not aware of this, please become aware of this. There won't be data centers any longer. Data centers will be size of a huge building. Those are replaced with such a small device. Look at the person standing, right? And look at that device. This device is as powerful as entire data center. An entire data center can be replaced. Google, Facebook, Amazon, Walmarts of the world are using this quantum computers. And very soon it will be commercialized. So you guys should be aware of this. Yeah, no problem, Vivo. Please go ahead. All right. So let us
Thanks,
move on.
Bhavani.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. So this is how the price of your hard drive decreased over a period of years. In 1980s or 1990s, price of 1 gigabyte was roughly $1 million, roughly $1 million. And now it hardly costs you any, it is less than $1, it's probably 10 cents, which is extremely, extremely low. And this is the reason why companies are storing more data, and this is the reason why your role as data scientists have become even more important. What generates data? Everything on the planet generates data, right? Think about this Mars rover. It sends the data from planet Mars onto Earth. So things which are not there on the planet are also generating data. You wear this wearable device, it is going to capture your heart rate, it is going to capture the number of steps taken, the number of hours that you have slept, how many hours were you half asleep, full asleep, deep asleep. All this is captured. So even while you're sleeping, data is getting generated there. Each time you enter a brick and mortar store or a retail store, purchase a product, swipe your card, data is getting generated. Each time you transfer some amount from one account to another, each time you use your debit card or credit card, data is getting generated. Banks, stock market. Almost every nation has stock market, and the frequency of capturing data or the frequency at which data gets generated on stock market is microsecond. Now imagine how much data would get generated, how many companies would be listed on stock market. Amazing, right? Social media, Google Plus, Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, LinkedIn, you name it, they are generating humongous data. And each time you go to a retail store or an e-commerce site and purchase an item, that's a data point that is getting generated. Now, just to give you all a sense on what is the amount of data that is getting generated, let me take you all this route. Are you guys able to hear me? Shravanti is saying that my audio is gone. Can someone please respond? Yep, you're able to hear me. Okay. All right, let me take you all further. So, how many of you all heard about Alibaba? How many of you all heard about Alibaba? Alibaba is like Amazon of the world, right? Yeah. So, sorry, it's like we have Amazon for the world, we have Alibaba for China, right? And Jack Ma says that Alibaba very soon wants to become the fifth largest economy of the world. Largest economy of the world is US. Next, China, right? In that way, Alibaba wants to be the fifth largest economy. A company will be the size of the fifth largest country in terms of economy. That's amazing. And you know what they have done? They celebrate a day called a Singles Day, of course, right? Everyone wants to celebrate Singles Day. Singles Day is, if you're not married, you celebrate. Yeah, they say that people who are single are the most happiest souls on the planet, and they celebrate a lot. On one single day, on Singles Day, which is one single day in an year, they generated $14.3 billion. $14.3 billion. Wow. You might have heard about Vishal Sikka resigning from Infosys. Yeah. Do you know what is the revenue of Infosys per year? Anyone? Per year? What do you think is the revenue of Infosys? It is approximately 14 billion. So in 1 year, a company which has roughly 2 lakh employees, they slog day in, day out, and this is what they generate. which Alibaba generates on one single day. Now think about the amount of data that is getting generated. Humongous, right? And you know how people are generating data? Very interesting things. One is this from Middle East. The moment you get an ad on your mobile, if you click on that, if you click on that particular ad, it would switch on the camera, take your photo, and then close that particular camera. So by capturing your photo, they understand on what is your gender, male or female, what is your approximate age group. Using this, they go back and say that, okay, your ad which you're trying to publish, not everyone is opening that, but people of middle age who are basically men are opening your ad. So why don't you target only men of middle age? Why do you want to send your ad to everyone? Targeted marketing. Data is getting generated. Steganography. Okay, let me just pause here and ask you all this question. How many of you are aware of steganography? Anyone? Crime, it's related to crime. No idea, Saichan? Okay, so let me tell you. This is a new way of, hiding data basically. So what people do is, sorry, when they send emails, say there is a criminal who is sending an email to another person who sits on the other side of the globe. Yeah. When they send email, they say that, hey, here are my pics. Here are my pictures. And this is what your subject line would read. And actually, when you scan that, you'll find that they are really his pictures. Right? So person A is sending to person B with the subject line which says, here are my pics of my outing. But underneath the pic, there will be some important information that will be there. Okay, now that is also data, right? So whatever you see is not the only data that is getting generated. Underneath the images also you have some data. So so don't imagine that things that you see are the only things that generates data, right? You'll be flawed if you think in that way. Now let me explain about 5G network also and tell you about why data science will be such a big profession. Let me see whether I can open this document. Yes, I can. Everyone is aware of 4G, 3G, and all that. I mean, we are done with 2G generation, right? However, look at this. Okay, 4G network is what we are currently using. Everyone is aware of that, majority of y'all. The next will be 5G. And you know what? The number one Verizon and the number two AT&T of the United States have started experimenting, prototyping the 5G circuitry. South Korea is planning to launch 5G network in 2018 and Japan wants to follow the suite by 2020. You might ask me this question. So what? Why are you giving us the general knowledge stuff? Okay, this is not general knowledge stuff, friends. Interesting things are here. Because of this 5G network, you would experience speeds, connection speeds of up to 10 gigabytes per second. 10 gigs per second, 10 movies per second. That is what you can download. And the latency, that is the response time, the time it takes to open a website will be below 1 millisecond. Now it takes 1 second or 2 seconds for your website to open. Less than 1 millisecond. Now that is going to generate data so much that you will experience thousand-fold increase. 1,000-fold increase in data volumes by 2020. And here is where there is a lot of opportunity for all of you, right? And that is the reason why data science as a profession is becoming so much more important. It's there in Roja movie. Okay, sorry. Someone has typed it. Okay. All right, look at this. 500 million tweets every day, 1.3 billion accounts on Twitter. It generates data. 100 hours of videos are getting uploaded on YouTube every minute. Data are getting generated. 26 million transactions per day, data. 1 billion people. The world's population is approximately 7.7 billion. Out of every, one person out of every 7 people on the planet was connected to Facebook simultaneously. That is what Mark Zuckerberg has to say. He has come on record saying this. Google processes 100 petabytes of data, and just to give you all a sense, 1 petabyte is 1000 terabytes, and this is going to increase thousandfold. 1 million customer transactions every hour, Walmart. What will you do with this data? Right? And this is one prime reason why Harvard has named this as the sexiest profession. Now, let me show you these things. Now, who doesn't want to look sexier, right? This is what Harvard has to say, that this profession called data scientist would be the sexiest job of the 21st century. Amazing. Yeah. And that's a very bold statement to be made. Very, very bold statement. People who are in the other professions are running into, you know, learning data science and switching their careers because they know that world is all about data now. Yeah, and they have also made this statement that the shortage of data scientists is becoming a serious constraint. What will that shortage be? Let's see. McKinsey, job shortage of data scientists. There are a lot of research firms which are publishing this data, but McKinsey, since it is well known and they do not cheat on the information that they provide, I'm showing you this, and this is what they have to say. By 2018, United States alone will face a job shortage of 140,000 to 190,000 people with deep analytical skills, and 1.5 million managers will be required. This is extremely heavy. And do you know what? I'm not sure how many of y'all have seen this on Times of India on the front page. They have published this. Salaries of data scientists. Trust me, majority of the firms are paying you these kind of humongous salaries. Okay. Harvard in 2012 has named that this is the sexiest job. Glassdoor has named this as the best job of the year in 2016. And they also have gone ahead to say that people with 5 years experience are getting 75 lakhs per annum. This is US salary, US salaries. And look at chartered accountants, 8 to 15 lakhs. Very less in comparison to data scientists. India will face a demand supply gap of 200,000 analytics professionals over the next 3 years. And you know what? Only 40 out of 100 open positions in United States people are able to fill because of lack of talent. And in US, data scientists are getting paid how much? $200,000 per annum upwards. I mean, people who are attending this session, a few of y'all might have been to US. Think about this. When will you get $200,000? When will you be close to that? Yeah, and you can do a lot of exploration. Forbes, hunt for data scientists. Forbes, which is also a prestigious organization by all means, has to say this. Okay, I have to wait here until that unicorn data scientists are hard to find and they are paid more than $200,000 per year, even if they don't know how to code. Very, very important. Even if they don't know how to code. Okay. And you can also do this. You need not trust me. Okay. You can just do a Google search. Let me go to Google Trends and try to show this. Let me type data science here. Data scientist. Okay. I'm just typing. I want to see what is the demand. I would rather look at the demand from 2004 until now and look at what has happened. There was sudden surge of data because of social media taking on our lives, right? And since then, the amount of data which was getting generated increased drastically, and hence there is an exponential increase in this particular profession called data science. Will it increase any further? Oh, yes. As long as you have internet users who will increase, as long as you have the smartphones, which will be in the hands of every human, as long as there is more technological enhancements, there will be demand for data scientists. Okay, people who are in the other professions, get up. This is where we have to go very soon. And let me show you one more amazing app which we have built of late. You all must be hearing about chatbot. How many of you all have heard about chatbot? Did anyone hear about chatbot, friends? Yeah, Prithvi has heard, Anjali heard, Venkata no, Saichan no, Satish. MP uses it, of course, Arvind, Sandeep. Yep, majority of them have heard. A few of you all have not heard. Chinese chatbot just crashed. Okay, Ashish. Okay, let me type this. So what we have done is for InnoDataTix, we are building this for XLR solutions for data science. Okay, that is, if you type any question pertaining to data science, it would respond. So let me see, what is InnoDataTix? Yeah, InnoDataTix is an innovation consulting company which is specialized. I mean, these are not okay. If I say, what are your services? It responds saying that, I mean, human is not chatting with me. This is machine, this is artificial intelligence. This is machine learning behind the scenes. Okay. We provide various services in the space of emerging technologies such as data analytics, Internet of Things, deep learning, business intelligence. Okay. Which industries do you cater to? Oh, we cater to all these industries, automotive, aviation, and all that. All right, but what are your USPs? Okay, these are the four unique USPs of InnoDataTix. All this is fine, but how do I contact you? What are your contact details? There we go. So, a lot of intelligence is built into this, right? Ashish says, are they similar to the chat we do, say on Food Panda or ICICI? Food Panda I haven't explored, but it'll be somewhat similar. But I mean, I don't know. I always feel that we are superior because we are using our own machine learning behind the scenes. Okay. The reason why I've showed you that is because we at XLR.com do a lot of trainings. Okay, let me open this. And if I go to courses, you have all these courses that we offer. And area of interest for y'all must be this data science. Okay, go through that and look at what are the concepts which would be covered. And we've also put a chatbot here. We are trying to train it. If someone says, tell me about data science. Okay, this will be more mature over a period of time, friends. Okay, we are trying to incorporate all the interview questions in this, right? After training, if you have any doubts on any concept, if you want to know R code or Python code, type it and then you'll be able to make sense. Okay, so was there a question for me? No? Okay, I've muted you. And then we also have our analytics consulting wing, which is InnoDataTix. We do a lot of projects for various clients. We have a few Fortune 100 clients also whom we cater to. So this is our website. When you find time, please go to that. Say you want to know on who are our partners, you can just type and you'll be able to explore that. If you want to know what case studies we have worked on in life sciences healthcare, just click on that. And these are all the case studies. Say you want to look at how to increase the success rate of clinical trials, you go here. So you get to see the problem statement, challenges, solutions, and impact. Okay. Whenever you find free time, just go through, explore, and try to learn more. Okay, there are a lot of interesting things that we are doing. Since IVRS calls, etc., you have brought up Saichan. We have Amazon Echo. People who are in Hyderabad can come and have a look and feel at that. We have Amazon Echo Dot, which is speech recognition system. If you have any questions, you can ask it and it's going to respond. It will not connect to internet, by the way. Yeah, Saichan, hope that answers your question. Okay, I have a question. This chatbot can be developed through programming. Then what's the difference that you have developed in ML? What do you mean by programming? I didn't get you. Saichan? Natural language processing. Are you aware of that? Yeah, intelligence is added, Anjali. Yes. Huh. So we have used natural language processing and machine learning into this algorithm. For example, if someone says, when is the next data science training in Hyderabad? It will respond. How will it respond? It will go connect to our database behind the scenes, or it's going to scrape our website. It is going to go to that particular section and pull the data. If someone says, when is the next DS training? It should understand that DS means data science. How will it understand? Okay. And next, as a follow-up question, if you say, what is the course cost? Now it has to have the intelligence to understand that you're not speaking about PMP training, you're not speaking about big data training, you're not speaking about Tableau training. You're speaking about data science training. And it has to pull up that particular information and respond. Making sense, Saichan? So it is not as simple as you or I think, right? It's very complex basically because everyone has a different way of chatting. Everyone has a different way of sending messages. Yeah. All right. So what will you learn as part of this program? We assume that everyone attending this session is naive to analytics, naive to data science, right? And we get started right from the basics. A few of y'all who are already aware might not like this, but still, just bear with me. When I explain about mean, okay, I'm going to explain about what is mean or average. Okay, what is median? What is mode? Why do you calculate an average in the first place? So we get started right from basic level. That holds true when it comes to R or Python. Okay. When we explain about R programming or Python programming, we take you guys right from the basics. How do you type 1 plus 1 in R or 1 plus 1 in Python? 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Where do you see that result in R or in Python? We get started right from that basic uh, level. And then we are going to explain you all about regression analysis, how to build prediction models, hypothesis testing. We take you guys through to the advanced analytics part. And then we are going to look at machine learning. Okay, ML. You'll be learning about data mining supervised learning, which is nothing but machine learning. A lot of concepts such as, we will also introduce you all to some element of deep learning, which is neural networks. You'll be learning about that as well, which is the most happening algorithm in the on the planet now. You'll also learn about clustering, segmentation, dimension reduction, and all that as part of data mining unsupervised learning. Then you'll also learn about text mining and natural language processing. Natural language processing, we will not do a deep dive, but yes, you'll be able to appreciate, NLP, because NLP as a advanced concept is part of our advanced analytics training. Text mining, you'll be able to do word clouds. You'll be able to do sentiment analysis. Just to give you all a gist on what kind of analysis you can perform, let me open this particular project that we have recently done for a client, and let me explain about what this particular text mining is. Okay, you'll be able to generate these kind of plots, polarity plot. Okay, you'll be able to generate semantic network. You'll be able to generate the word clouds, the dendrograms. Yeah, you'll be able to come up with clustering, segmentation, emotion mining, and all these things, right? That is all in a nutshell. And you will have a separate trainer for Tableau, though I'm also Tableau certified. There is another person who is expert at Tableau. That person will be taking you guys through Tableau training, and then forecasting using XLMiner. Okay. Hypothesis testing, there is a concept called as hypothesis testing that will be explained using Minitab. Okay. However, whatever be the tool that we use, at the end of the day, you will also be using R and Python. Okay. Because majority of the job openings request you to have thorough knowledge on R and Python. All right. What does it take for y'all to become a successful data scientist? 4 key concepts or 4 broad areas: statistical analysis, data mining, forecasting, and data visualization. In the industry, if you go to attend any interview on data science, these are the 4 concepts based on which questions will be asked you all. So to become a successful data scientist, the first step is attend all the classes without fail. Please take out some time. See, one thing, if you slog for 1 year at your current company, then you might get 10% hike or 20% hike. If you give your time, dedicated time for 2 months, you can experience hike of 50 to 100%. Now you take a call on what is better. Working hard for 1 year for 10% or working hard for 2 months for 50%. Choice is yours. Yeah. And this training will be for approximately 120 hours plus. After the end of each concept, you will be given assignments, homework. And I expect you all to submit those assignments and try to ensure that you submit those assignments on a daily basis. If not, at least on weekends. So you'll have another 100 plus hours of assignments. Practice, practice, practice. That makes you perfect. Okay. And once you submit all of your assignments, we will give you only and only after you submit assignments. I'm repeating this. Only and only if you submit your assignments, we will give you an opportunity to work on live projects in InnoDataTix. And you'll be working alongside our data scientists here. So they will give you right guidance required, but no handholding. Right guidance required for you to work on live projects. And this is what is key to success. You'll come to know on how to implement all these techniques in real world. right? You'll be able to answer the real world related technical questions in the interviews. And this is what will make you successful. Okay. And one last thing, majority of you all must be having this question: domain knowledge. If I say, hey, can you help me build a prediction model to predict cancer? Now, if I go to a person who is from, say, Java programming background, if I ask this person, on, hey, build a prediction model to predict cancer, this person will obviously be astonished. He'll say, hey, I do not know anything about medical science. How will I be able to build a prediction model? But if you ask a person who is from life sciences healthcare on how to build this, the person working here might quickly tell you that, do you know what? You need to take the tumor, you need to look at the tumor perimeter, concativity, etc., etc. And using all these parameters, you'll be able to predict on whether a person has cancer or not. Okay. At the same time, if I ask a person to build loan default prediction model, loan default prediction model, and if I go to a person who is a doctor and ask a doctor on how to build a loan prediction model, or if I ask this doctor on what variables are required to build loan prediction model, doctor might be a little taken aback. Doctor might say, hey, I really don't know. But if I ask a person from bank, if I ask a person from financial services insurance, then that person will instantly say that, okay, age, gender, interest rate, income, spending, expenditure, right, number of dependents, all these are the parameters, right? Where is this knowledge coming from? Domain. So domain knowledge is extremely important. If you say that you have worked for 12 years in SAP, then I request you guys to look at this. What to which client did you implement SAP? Which industry is your client from? Which department of that client organization have you implemented SAP for? Right? To solve which business problem did they approach you to implement SAP? Those departments, how are they using SAP application and what kind of decisions are they taking? Now, when you go after your functional or business requirements document, things will become very clear. Think from the business perspective. All your past projects, just go back, look at only the business related documents, business case, proposals, project charter, right? And that is going to give you the domain knowledge that is required. And this is the experience which industry wants. If you're a person with 12 years experience working on SAP or testing, and if you want to move into data science, people are not going to consider you as freshers. You would be considered as experienced people. However, they're not going to test your SAP or Java or testing knowledge. They'll look at your domain knowledge. And that is exactly, the knowledge which is going to differentiate you from the freshers. Yeah, and one more thing, even before I drop off, there are a few freshers, right? So let me go to naukri.com and just try to search on what are the kind of opportunities that you have. Hmm, come on. Not sure why it's not letting me type here. One second. Okay. I'm doing all this live, okay? Naukri.com. Let me say data scientist. Data scientist come up. Okay, there are 9,655 jobs for data science. Okay, I've pulled this data live. And let us see on what are the job opportunities for freshers. Okay, why is it? Sorry about this. Okay, let me select 0 years of experience and try out 0 years. Let me search. Okay, there are 1,488 data science jobs, and a fresher can get anywhere between 2 lakhs to 6 lakhs per annum. Okay, I just want to instill some confidence in you all, saying that this is not just for experienced people, this is also for freshers. Right, overseas also there are a lot of job opportunities, a lot of job opportunities in Singapore, Malaysia, you name it, you have opportunities. Unfortunately, LinkedIn is not working, otherwise I would have shown you a lot of interesting things over there as well. Okay, so what next? I will answer your questions, I'll take your questions, post which I will tell you what are the next steps for tomorrow's session. Yeah, let me take your questions now once again. Okay, let me expand this. Do we need statistics knowledge or more coding skills? Venkata, it would be a combination. It would be a combination of domain knowledge, statistical knowledge, and programming knowledge. Yeah. So all those three is what will make you successful data scientist. Nibedita says, is Java a prerequisite to data science? Absolutely no, Nibedita. But if you know Java programming, probably R and Python will be much easier. Naveen asks on whether there are any prerequisites. No, Naveen, none whatsoever, because we assume that you know absolutely nothing and we get started right from basics. Yeah. Venkata, yeah, Venkata, I think I've answered your question. Nivedita, I've answered your question as well. Yes, friends, please ask me. Don't shy away, okay? Please shoot your questions. Please ask. Shobit says, being
Uh,
chemical engineer with manufacturing experience with 11 years, how data science will help to groom. Okay, so if you're thinking about manufacturing, right, all I would say is just go to InnoDataTix and go to manufacturing and read these 4 case studies, and you will be able to appreciate. I mean, we have done a lot of projects for various clients, but I think it'll be better if you read this because it is very, very relevant to manufacturing space. Very relevant. Prithviraj says, as a data scientist, we might not have domain knowledge on the project we are working, how to cater. So we have to accrue basically, Prithvi. You have to accrue. If someone says, can you help me build a prediction model in aviation space? You have to go out to the internet, you have to do some market research, accrue some knowledge, and only then you can work. But as a data scientist, you are expected to also know some domain knowledge. You should know. If you do not, you have to start accruing. Any industry, sector, or domain that you are passionate about, get aligned to that and start reading some documents. That is how you gain experience in that space. Nivedita says, so me having a domain knowledge in, how does it help? Data warehouse ETL. So you'll be able to appreciate the data. What are the various data sources? How does the data come? Right? But at the end of the day, I would still say look at who are the clients for whom you have implemented data warehouse. Who are those clients for whom you have implemented ETL, right? And try to look at why did you actually in the first place implement data warehouse? How did it help the client? What departments of organization, client organization is using that? And what kind of business decisions are they taking after looking at the data? Okay. Mark has a question. How much Tableau will be taught? Just basic or no? Tableau and R integration also will be taught, Mark. So everything that you can expect from Tableau, yes, that will be taught. Tableau and Python integration as well. For how many days is the demo so that we can have broader knowledge in domain? Shravanti, this demo is only for 1 day. From tomorrow we'll get started. Not from tomorrow, from day after we'll get started. Okay. But domain knowledge is not that easy, Shravanti. It will take probably, I mean, within companies such as Deloitte, you have people who have spent 20 years and still they're kind of okay with the domain. So it's not a 1 day task, it is a journey. Okay, so it will take time. Krishna says, I've been advised with 3 institutes, analytics path, build expertise, and Excel. How can I choose between them? Krishna, I didn't quite get your question. So are you saying that there are 3 other institutes? Which institute should I go to? Is that your question? I didn't get you. Anjali says, what else we need to make? Okay. So do one thing, Krishna, just look at the course curriculum of the other training institutes and of XLR. Try to look at the bunch of benefits that you get. Are they giving you any live project to work on? When I say live, I mean it. Live doesn't mean someone else has worked in the past and then they're giving it to you. Okay, just check from that perspective. And what are the various tools that will be taught? And then you take a call. Okay. Anjali says, what else we need to make a profile strong besides this course? Anjali, I would say that this course is extremely exhaustive. It covers the length and breadth of data science. And I would request you to sincerely focus on this to venture into data science. Once you venture into data science, once you get a job, then the world is yours to explore. But until you get a job, I would strictly advise you all not to look at any other content because our content is far, far superior than any other training institutes in India. I can tell you with 100% confidence. Anusha says, I'm working in information security domain. How will it help me? Anusha, you can predict on who is that person who is going to intrude into your network even before that person intrudes. You can predict on who is that employee who's sitting in your organization and leaking the sensitive information to the outside world, insider trading, etc. Yes, all this is happening as we speak. By the way, Anusha, we are doing a project for we are building a product in InnoDataTix which is related to network security predictions. Okay, there are a few more questions. What are the other sites you would suggest us to go? Nothing, Anjali, nothing absolutely, because our course is extremely exhaustive. Please don't look at anything else until you get into data science. Once you get a job in data science or move into data science as in your existing companies, then yeah, I can suggest you more than. Sapan says, I have 5+ years experience as Java developer. I'm interested in programming. Can it be good to move in? Yeah, Sapan, it will be good, but data science is not all about programming once again. It's combination of the techniques that I'm going to teach, domain knowledge, and programming. So I cannot say
I
that
have a
this.
question with you.
Um, yeah, who's this?
Question with you. Can I tell you?
Yeah, please go ahead. Hello, Krishna,
Yeah,
go ahead.
my name is Avik.
Avik, yeah, Avik.
Yeah, actually, to be very honest with you, I don't have statistic knowledge. So will that be work or not?
Yeah, Avik, as I've told you, I'm going to start right from the basics. My assumption is people who are going to join this program or attending the program know absolutely nothing about statistics. I explain you all about how to calculate average,
Okay.
how to calculate mean. Why do you even calculate that? Right? So I get started right
Okay.
from the basics. So there is absolutely no prerequisite. And a lot of people who are joining our program are not from statistical background.
Uh-huh.
Even freshers are joining.
No,
Freshers are
actually,
getting
I
into,
heard.
huh? Sorry, sorry, Avik,
Yes,
go
sorry
ahead.
to interrupt you.
Yeah, no problem.
Actually, I heard that a lot of people are from different background. They have a knowledge about 12 to 15 years, but I am totally fresher. I have knowledge about e-commerce sector,
We
but
recently
I don't
hired
have
five
statistic
freshers.
knowledge. That's a little bit worried.
Yeah, I got that, Avik. We recently hired five freshers. Okay, there's a fresher who has joined a company in Bengaluru, right, with some handsome salary. So it's not that freshers are not getting
Okay.
jobs. Freshers are getting jobs in data science. There is some huge dearth in the market. If you have talent, you'll get the job. If you attend
Yes.
this particular session, I'm not trying to lure anyone here. If you attend all the concepts, do all the assignments given to you all, work on the live project that we provide, job will be yours 100%. Okay, I mean, this session is being recorded. You can get hold of me if that doesn't happen. Okay, and I'll take a few more questions which people have put here. Can we have the contents? Yes,
So,
Shravanti. Contents are available on our website. We will also share it with you over email.
So, hello,
Yeah,
hello,
yeah. Can you all please use chat window so that I might go one by one? Please don't mind.
hello.
Yeah, please don't mind, friends. Please use chat window. I will answer your question one by one. Sorry, I've muted you guys. Okay, Shobit says this certification is online only. No, this program is classroom and online. In Hyderabad and Bengaluru, we have classroom training, and elsewhere across the globe, we have online training. Uh, where can we have the curriculum? Shravanti, on a website itself. Let me show you that otherwise. Okay. Here, when you go to analytics certifications and data
Hello,
science. Yeah, hello. Are you guys not
hello.
able to hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I'm Sapan from Delhi.
Yeah. Yeah, Sapan.
Uh, Actually, uh, actually, I have 5 year experience in Java development.
Okay. Yeah, Sapan, can you otherwise send a message on chat, please?
I have shared a message, but I have not get the answer for the
No, no,
same.
I'm going one by one. I'm answering the questions. I'll answer. I'll certainly answer.
Actually, you cross that
Hello.
question.
Oh, is it?
Hello, you cross that question.
Okay, okay. Sorry then. Please go ahead,
Yeah,
Sapan. Yeah, Sapan, you were saying that you are Java developer and you told that you are interested in programming, right? And your question is, can I move into data science? I answered that. I told that data science is not about programming. Data science is all about combination of analytical techniques, domain knowledge, and programming. So programming is just a small portion of data science. Yeah. So yeah, I hope hope that answers your question. So okay. Yeah, Shravanti, I think I've answered your question there. You can find everything. Prithviraj, since the volumes are very large, then how much of Hadoop technologies or big data should be known, and should we be an expert in this? So, Prithviraj, though there is huge volumes of data, right? When you ultimately work on data science, you work on samples. You take sample data. But if you know Hadoop, etc., yeah, certainly you can work on large data set. No doubt about that. Knowing Hadoop or big data technologies is a plus, but not a mandate. What level of Python programming can we expect? Narendra will be going into we'll be starting off right from basics and then we'll explain about all the data science aspects using Python. Python is in itself a programming language, etc., right? Not Python programming. We will learn data science concepts using Python. Okay. Krishna says, can I get
Yeah,
one more
Bar
question?
Hi, Barney. This is Jogendra here.
Yeah, Jogendra.
Hello.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jogendra.
I just want to ask you that at the time of big data analytics.
Hmm.
So at the time of Google as such, big data, Hadoop, and this Spark and Scala is linking to the data science.
Hmm.
So is it really prerequisites to learn this, or how it is?
No, no. It is not mandatory. Though we deliver that as part of our advanced analytics training, it is not
Mhm.
mandatory. Good to know. Good to know because data science in itself is an ocean, and our training
Okay.
curriculum is very exhaustive. very, very exhaustive. And that is the reason why you'll have a market edge. In addition to that, learning these, mm, it's obviously a plus, but not a mandate.
But I just I read some of the documents where some in Google, and the data will be coming from the this Hadoop, some Hadoop data server, HDMS, some servers. From there, yeah, HDMS. From there, we have to start for the if you architect level or data senior data analyst level. From that point, you need to understand the data, how it is flow, and you can go for the data science level.
Yeah, for senior
But
data
that is what.
scientists, yes. For senior data scientists, certainly that is the requirement. But you guys will be not targeting for senior data scientist positions. You'll be data
Hello,
scientist.
sir. Hello, sir. I have asked a question. Can you please answer that?
Who is
Hello.
this? And yeah, I'm going one by one actually on the chat window.
And one more question, being experienced guys, more than 10 years, 8 years of an SAP function consultant. So where can we start and how it is using to us this one?
They will not consider you as a fresher first thing. They will consider you as an experienced person only. And they are going to look at your past domain experience. If you say SAP
Okay.
functional, which function? Is it material management
Okay.
or is it business building? What module are you dealing with? And you need to have thorough knowledge about that particular concept. If it's procurement, you should have thorough knowledge about procurement. If you're from retail industry,
Okay.
you need to have good knowledge on retail. That is the knowledge which they look at, not the SAP implementation knowledge.
Okay. Okay. You mean to say how the businesses works in this project, right?
Exactly. That is what I mean by that.
And one more thing, is there any chances or is there any scope for the data science and data analysis in SAP? Is it data science in SAP?
SAP HANA, there is HANA available in SAP, which deals with analytics, etc. Yeah, you can explore that space, certainly.
Okay. But that thing also with this course
Yes,
is
this
required,
knowledge
right?
is required. Yes, this knowledge is required, certainly.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Krishna says, can I get a job after the completion of this course being a fresher? Oh, yes, absolutely. I've shown you that there are a lot of job opportunities, Krishna, for freshers as well. Mark, I have web development experience. How will this help me change to data science? Whatever past experience you have, Mark, you have to look at the domain aspect of that. So, for whom did you develop the website? Say you have developed website for Walmart. So Walmart is from retail, right? Then you have to once again get into retail. Why do they need the website in the first place? How will that increase their business, right? Those aspects are required. Saichan says, is this course content enough to become? Oh, yes, absolutely, Saichan. No doubt about that. And no one on this or no one in India is offering the course content as exhaustive as we do. I'm boasting. Okay. How about the classroom training? Classroom training is there in Hyderabad and Bengaluru, Shravanti. You can get in touch with Ganesh or Irshad for that. And then Ajay says, I don't have any knowledge about any programming language. What was it? Yep. So Google AdWords, you can actually look at what should be the right combination of words to ensure that your ad appears on the top, even among the ads. It's not just about bidding, it's not just about increasing the price. It's all about careful usage of the words, right? That's called as contemporary analytics. You can get into that as well, Ajay. That's hugely in demand. When will be the trainer? I don't know what is that question, but I'll be the trainer. Satish says my highest education is diploma. Can I find a job? Satish, I think I've spoken with you. Yeah, don't you worry about that. Okay, don't you worry about that. You'll certainly have scope. Don't worry. Prithvi Raj, do we have classroom training in Pune? Yeah, we have classroom training, but not in the near future. Is there training in Mumbai? Yes. From this weekend, we have a training in Mumbai as well, classroom training. What happens? Govind says, what happens most of the time? Training is you just show the slides and end it. But I want to attend the live classroom training. Yeah, Govind, you can certainly. If you are in Hyderabad, Bangalore, Delhi, or Mumbai, or Pune, we have classroom trainings which we conduct there. But our online training will be as good as classroom training. So don't you worry about that. Most of the Govind says most of the time institutes say that we provide classroom training, but they don't. So I'm concerned about this because of lack of participants, etc. That might happen, Govind. Um, and I have to admit that we also sometimes postpone the batch if that doesn't happen. But in Hyderabad, Delhi, Bangalore, Mumbai, we are not going to cancel. Okay, don't worry from that perspective. That much I can confidently say. Do we have classroom training in Hyderabad? Yes, Ravanti. This weekend we started one. Yes, we have. I'll be joining Mumbai branch. So yes, go in. There will be. Anjali says, I had 4 years of experience in web development. That will be considered. Yes, that will be considered. You have to look at who are those people for whom you have developed, and the programming knowledge that you have will also add to your experience, Anjali. No doubt about that. Krishna says, is it advisable to pursue the advanced analytics course after this course? I would strongly recommend that, Krishna. If you do advanced analytics after this, you will be like cream. You'll be one of those cream people who knows everything. Yeah, kind of. Naveen, what level of Python programming can we expect? Uh, Naveen, this is not a Python programming session because Python as a programming tool can be used for various other purposes. So we will be learning about each and every concept related to data science, and we will be implementing that in Python as well. Hope I answered your question, Naveen. Jogendra, what level of knowledge on SQL or Python? See, SQL, some amount of knowledge will be required when you deal with Tableau. Okay. But from R and Python perspective, there is no knowledge required because we train you right from the scratch from programming as well. Nibedita, apart from the learning from the sessions, is there any certification required specific to you? No, no, nothing is required, Nibedita. Don't worry, nothing is required. Okay, if you submit all your assignments and if you work on the live project, we from InnoDataTix will give you internship certificate. It is not from training institute. It is from consulting company, analytics consulting company. That will have huge value. Anjali says, after this course, what is better, to get a job or go for advanced course? Get a job, Anjali. That is what I would say, because this data science curriculum is more than sufficient to get you all a job. Get into job, then learn about advanced analytics. Is there classroom training for both data science and advanced? For data science, we have classroom training, Krishna, but for advanced, it is only online because we strongly recommend only data scientists to attend our advanced program. Prithviraj says, do we have a certificate given from the institute after completion of the course? Yes, we do provide, Prithviraj. We provide certificate from the institute. And if you end up submitting all your assignments and work on live projects, you'll also get a certificate from InnoDataTix. Ajay has a question. In Hyderabad, already weekend batch started last week. If we join now, we will be club with them or new batch? New batch. There'll be a new batch that will be formed, Ajay. Harindra has a question. After completing this course, what will be the job profile? You can join as a data scientist, associate data scientist, data analyst. All this mean the same. Yeah, Harindra. Is the internship for me in the US as well? Yeah, you will have to sign NDA mark for that, non-disclosure agreement, and then yes, we have our office, InnoDataTix office in New Jersey, USA. Okay, so we can see how it works. You can either go there and work on the project, or we can look at giving you remote access to a server. Yeah, it is all online. For US participants, it is all online mark. Harindra says, in Mumbai also you provide a classroom training. Yeah, in Mumbai, our training is going to start this weekend. It is going to start this weekend. Shravanti says, can you please explain the difference between data science and machine learning? Machine learning is all about doing some kind of prediction, Shravanti. Says, say you want to upfront predict whether a patient is going to have cancer or not. Say you want to upfront predict on whether person who has applied for a loan will default on the loan or not. Right? All these things are predictions. Prediction is equivalent to machine learning. Okay, and machine learning is a part of data science. Data science has many other things: data visualization, clustering, segmentation. All this is part of data science. Machine learning is one component of data science. Yeah, Ajay has a question. Yeah, thanks for the instruction and guidance to choose data science. Hope we will meet in class. Thank you. All right, Ajay, thank you so much. Shravanti, after this course, will I be able to become a machine learning engineer? Oh, yeah, absolutely, Shravanti. Absolutely. You'll become even better. Machine learning engineer is only a small role. Data scientist is a bigger role. Yeah, certainly you'll become a machine learning engineer, no doubt about that. Do you have any ties with any companies for placement? We have very strong connects, Krishna, with the industry, with a lot of people who are decision makers and who conduct interviews. Yeah, we certainly float your resumes, no doubt about that. Saichan says, is there any classroom training in Hyderabad? If yes, do you provide any placement assistance? Oh yeah, Saichan, certainly. That is something that comes as a package. As soon as you are done, our job is to float your resume to our known sources. Yeah, we do all that. In fact, we help you prepare your resume. We forward it to the industry network. We also, whenever you get a job call, interview call, we request you to connect with our trainers and discuss about your job description, right? Because that way you'll be more prepared when you actually attend the interview. Okay, Krishna says, do you guys give any trainings for interview preparation? No, not from that perspective. But what happens is, throughout our training, we tell you that this is a question that you might expect as an interview question, right? Those kind of things happen. But yeah, certainly it is not interview preparation training from your communication perspective and that perspective, but what kind of questions you might expect and what should be your response. From that perspective, yeah, we guide you, Krishna. Anyone else? Any questions? Please ask me. All right, if you have no questions, then let me tell you on what has to be done for tomorrow. You all have to download a tool called R and R Studio for tomorrow. Both are open source. Let me show you that. Harindra, that you can contact Ganesh. Let me leave a message here. Ganesh, you can contact him. Ganesh, are you there? Ganesh? So Ganesh will be providing you the details. He's also there in the meeting, and he has also provided his mobile number, 9989994319. So he'll be able to help you, Harindra, with that. How many years of experience can I put approximately if I learn this course? That See, normally we encourage, I mean, how many years of experience do you have, Saichan? Sorry? Who is that? Who has joined? Nibedita. Okay. Ganesh, don't do a private chat. Send it to everyone. Okay, thank you. Saichan, how many? 2.7 years experience in .NET domain. So for that, we need to discuss actually, Saichan, on what kind of projects you have done, right? And when you learn these data science concepts slowly and steadily, you'll understand on how to map them to your data science aspects or to your previous experience. You might feel that, okay, I should have probably done this algorithm or probably implemented this algorithm in this space. In that way, you'll try to understand. Naveen, yeah, at the end of the session, I mean, within 24 hours, the recorded video will be uploaded on Learning Management System, Naveen. Yeah. Okay, for tomorrow, friends, this is what I request you to do. Just go to Google, do this, download R. Okay, for people who are using Windows, the first link will suffice. Just click on that. Download R 3.4.1 for Windows. Do this. For people who are using Macintosh, okay, just click on this, or you can as well do this. Okay, let me click on Mac. Download R for Mac. Okay, you'll be able to download R for Mac. Just do this 3.4.1. On top of that, I request you all also to download R Studio. Just click on this. R is open source, free. Tomorrow I'll explain a little about that. R Studio, for personal use, it is free. For commercial use, it is $995 per year. Don't forget that. So download only the free version. R Studio also can be installed for Mac or Macintosh, or Windows. Healthcare, we'll discuss Saichan about healthcare. You know, we should discuss more about that. But yeah, certainly we can do wonders. Don't worry. Can you use internship provided by you as an experience? Yeah, you can, Krishna, you can. But again, conditions apply. You have to attend all the classes, submit all your assignments. Then we provide you with internship opportunity, because only then you will be able to do justice by working on the projects. Venkata, what is class online timing? Yeah, it will be from 8 to 10 on weekdays, Venkata. It will be from 8 to 10. It is awesome. You can just do a Google search, Jogendra. Canada, Singapore, Australia, amazing opportunities. World is running behind data scientists now. Okay. Krishna says, how many days does it take for this course approximately, and what are the daily timings for classroom weekdays? Yeah. Classroom weekdays, not sure. It might go on until 40 days, if I'm not mistaken. Krishna, it'll be for 40 days. We have classes on weekend. Yes, Naveen, we have classes on weekend. All you need to do is just contact Ganesh. Let me type his phone number here. Irshad is also there, but anyways, I'll give you only one contact number. Contact this person, Ganesh. His number is 9989994 He'll be able to assist you with that. Yeah. Mark, it is 8 to 10 p.m. IST this time, same time that you are attending here. Saichan, is it better to go for daily classes or weekend as I'm working? If you feel that your grasping level is good, Saichan, I request you to go with the weekend training, classroom training. If you feel that no, after 5 days of work, I'll not be able to focus for complete day, then I would request you to go with daily classes. Daily classes, what happens is you'll be afresh. You need to focus only for 2 hours, come back the next day afresh. That is what I would suggest. Apart from that, there is no difference in the course curriculum, etc. for weekdays or daily classes. There is no difference. Daily classes we have online, and we also have classroom in Hyderabad. Can we apply for job in overseas after this course? Oh yeah, Krishna, you can certainly. There are a lot of people who have joined companies in Malaysia, Singapore. Anjali says, will we get the solutions of assignments if in case we stuck on some problem? Yes, Anjali, you'll certainly be given the solutions for assignments. However, we're going to ask you on what have you done? Did you try out solving the assignments? And post which we will share the solutions. I missed it in the morning or evening. Venkata, this batch will be evening. So we have let me write it here. So we at XLR have morning, week, day online batches, which will happen from 7 to 9 a.m. IST. Of course, morning means AM only, IST. Then you have evening, weekday online, which will happen from 8 to 10 p.m. of course, IST. We also have morning, weekday classroom training, but this is only in Hyderabad and Bangalore, which will be from 7 to 9 a.m. Okay, and we have evening weekday classroom in Hyderabad and Bangalore from 8 to 10, and we also have both in Hyderabad and Bangalore classroom trainings, which will happen from 9 to 12, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. But this batch, you'll be, I mean, this is not confirmed yet. A current batch is going on. Okay. And we also have weekend 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. classroom training. Okay. In what locations? We have it in Hyderabad, Mumbai, Pune, Bengaluru, and Delhi. Okay. So think about what actually suits you. So let me take your questions now once again. Daily classes from Monday to Friday? Yes, Naveen. Daily classes will be from Monday to Friday. Do you have classes in Bengaluru? Yes, Satish, we have. Yeah, Anjali, yes, certainly. After your assignments, we will help you. Saichan says, when weekend and classroom training batch starts in Hyderabad? Weekend classroom training? This weekend. This weekend. In Mumbai, Hyderabad, this weekend, we are starting. This weekend date will be 26th, 27th. It's starting on 26th, Saichan. And people, dates for weekday. Weekday it is going to start from day after 24th August evening batch. 24th August evening batch. Yeah, so all the dates will be communicated to you all by Ganesh based on your availability, etc. Ganesh will, discuss with you all. Yeah, any more questions? There are people from all scripts, I know, but just bear with me, all scripts folks. From tomorrow or from rather day after, there'll be a continuous journey of learning. Okay, Naveen says weekday classes Monday to Friday. Yeah, weekday classes will be from Monday to Friday, Naveen. Yes. No problem. Okay, any other questions? Anyone? All right, majority of them have left. Hey, hi Narendra. I'm okay. We will discuss after this session. I'm very well, thank you, Narendra. Hope you're also doing
Yeah,
well. Yeah, yeah,
thanks, Bart.
yeah, no problem.
I'll talk to you later.
Yeah. We should.
I'll get your number.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Ajay, weekday morning classes. When are they going to start in Hyderabad? Weekday classroom training, Ajay. That I'm not aware of. Probably Ganesh will be able to help you with that. Yeah. Okay. All right, friends. If you have any questions, please ask me now. Otherwise, if you have no questions, then you can probably drop off. Thank you all so much, and I'm looking forward to train you all. And welcome to the world of data science once again. Um, Mr. Mehboob Basha, we have a book called as Business Statistics. You can leave your email ID with Ganesh. I will probably drop an email. There's a book on business statistics, which is amazing book, which I refer to. I'll suggest you that. Thank you, Prithvi. Yeah, sure, Prithvi. Which is good book for machine learning, Arvind. Um, Machine learning using R, machine learning using Python. There are those books, Arvind. They are very good. You can always refer to that. Ashish, I didn't get you. Should we drop the link here? Means no, Saichen, it is not mandatory to learn big data Hadoop. It is not mandatory. No. Yeah, sure, Jogendra. We will do so by email. Yeah. Meeting ID will be the same, not for tomorrow, but from day after. Venkata. Yes. From day after, meeting ID will be the same. Yes. Okay, friends. Thank you all so much. If you have any questions, ask me. If not, you can drop off. Good night. Good day for people who are joining in from US. Thank you all. Sure, Jogendra. I will refer. I will suggest. We will drop you an email. Don't worry, Saichan. I mean, Spark and Scala. Don't worry about that. I can arrange a 2 hour session on that, but that's not mandatory. Okay, that's not mandatory. Ashish, our another trainer who is senior most trainer here, Nitin, will be there in Delhi this weekend.